This is the XTEINK X4, and for the past number of months people have been going absolutely nuts about it. So imagine my surprise when I was looking through Instagram and they posted that they were discontinuing this thing. Hey everyone, Mark from the Spark here. Thank you so much for tapping play. Yeah, they were quite clear in their Instagram post that it's goodbye the X4. Good job then that I bought this a few weeks ago and it finally arrived. So in this video, I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to let you know what the main differences are between these two things. All right, let's unbox it. So at the time of buying this, they also were giving away one of these things here, just a very simple case. I'm not sure whether it's leather or not, it's probably plasticky, but you know, it gives it some protection, and I wonder whether it fits the original as well. No, it seems like the magnets are all in the wrong place, but it does suggest that there's also a little bit of, just by a few millimeters, a little bit of a size difference. Anyway, we'll take a look at that more in a second. There we go. Books in your pocket, always ready. This is a space black. The only thing I'm going to have to try as well, it's going to be a bit awkward because I'm recording on my phone, but I want to see whether this thing here will actually fit magnetically to MagSafe on the back of my phone, because no matter how much I tried, the only way this would work is if I did it sideways and it would jut out. Okay, micro SD card, lanyard hole, reset, power on and off, next page. Oh, okay, so quite, I know this is different straight away. What's this? What's this thing here? Ah, yeah. Okay. So, first difference between this one, the X4 Pro, and the X4 is that they've gone back to this pogo stick design, which I believe they did on the X3. I've never had one of those, but I believe the X3 has this pogo stick design. The X4, USB-C. This is still USB-C, you still need a cable for it, but it fits onto, it charges using these pogo pins. So we just pop that there for a sec. All right, so first impressions is, as with this one as well, it is a neat little device, but you can obviously see some differences. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter. They've got rid of these two buttons here, and there is a tap to go home touch button here. It's on the side. Yeah, they've got rid of this button here. I assume that's just a one touch button. That's the power button, and no button on the side here, but button on the side here said to go previous, said to go back and to go next, and you put your micro SD card in there, and it comes with 16 gigabytes. There you go, pop that in there. That's the reset button, just there. All right, long press to power on and off. There we are. Okay, I can confirm I am English. My bookshelf is empty. Open a book from all files. So you're straight into it. So this, you know, let's compare this to that. So we'll turn this on. So unless there's been some kind of software update for this, which I've missed, it's clearly looking quite a bit different. You're straight in your bookshelf there, all files there. Now you will have noticed, and I did it by just naturally doing it, this thing is touchscreen, which this one definitely is not. And that is the first thing that is a major difference from this one to this one, is the fact that this one was all buttons. And I appreciate a good button, but I've been in the Kindle world for too long, and the books world and the remarkable world, and I really did miss my touchscreen. So I prefer the fact that I can now touch it, as well as go back and forth if I'm reading a book there. So we've got all files, which we tap that, no files, obviously. I've got nothing on the micro SD. I wonder if I can put the one from here into there, because I did save, I think I did buy a book to play around with this one. That was 32 gigabyte. All right, so they've scrimped a little bit in giving you that one. Let's see. SD card remover. Let's see what we've got in here. Oh, yeah, yep. So the files are there. So if you are upgrading from the X4 to the X4 Pro, then you can just transfer your SD card over and all your books and stuff will be there. Cool. Right then. Okay, so let's just have a little look. This was the book that I bought, wasn't it? The 5x5. This file is damaged. Oh, okay, maybe you can't just do that then. So return to the bookshelf and open it again. Maybe I didn't give enough time to load. No, I didn't. There we are. Yeah, and that works. Can you, so if it's touchscreen, can you swipe across? Yep, you can. But obviously you can also press the previous button and the forward button, however you would like to navigate. Now I swipe down again, purely natural. I'm just so used to doing that. I kind of forgot about the home button there. On the Kindle you kind of swipe down and the arrow key to go back, or the settings thing comes up, and this one does the same thing. And you can see here we now have brightness and color temperature. So the other major difference between this and this is, this has now got a front light. I don't know if you can see that. I think my light's getting, there we go. I'll move it up a little bit. So it's got a bookmark there. Oh, this is a lot nicer. So color temperature, we'll turn that all the way down. Put that all the way up. Go back to the book. Yeah, it's a lot easier on your eyes. It's, you know, is when you've got color temperature and also a front light. It enables you to read this thing in bed without disturbing your partner and having to need the light on. So you can turn the light on and off just there. I'll put that to one side. And what else can we do? Full refresh. If things are getting a bit ghosty, it will do a full refresh. Sleep lock. Not sure it needed to do that. Loading image. There we are. So main two differences is it's touchscreen, which is so good to see, and it has a front light as well. There's nothing changed as far as I'm aware in terms of the processor or anything like that. It's clearly got a different operating system going, or an updated operating system going on there that's different to this thing here. Look at this, I'm just tapping it again like I did last time. And let's go into those settings. Can we go into the settings? How do we go back? Oh, press the home button. There we are. USB-C mode, so we're preparing USB-C transfer. Okay, yeah. That's how you'd get things transferred across as well. One of the things I did like about this one here as well is you could just scan a QR code on this thing, and then it would open up a web page for you to be able to transfer files across and things like that. Let's connect this to, let's go into settings here. So unbound, yeah, I haven't connected it to my account. Bluetooth is available. If you've got an audio but maybe saved to it, you'd listen to it via your AirPods or whatever. Languages, yeah. Start a password if you want to put one in there. About the device, XTEINK Pro. I suppose I should connect to the network. Give me a sec. By the way, while I'm putting this password in for my network, I did complain a little bit that it was a bit annoying that you had to kind of press these buttons back and forth and up and down to select the text. It's a lot easier doing this on here like this. If you do want to know how to get things on and off, you use an app and a web page and what have you, like I said previously, go ahead and watch the video. And there's a timestamp there, so you can jump straight to it and discover how you do that. I've literally just opened this up. I haven't bound it to an app. So yeah, I like the look of this thing. I like the fact that they've introduced the two features that people really wanted, which was a touchscreen and a front light as well. I do believe that does increase the costs. I think this is about £100 or $100, something like that. I'll confirm that in the description. Whereas this, I believe, was about 69 quid or $69. So there's a bit of a jump for that touchscreen and front light extra things. I also believe that the battery in this as well is 1000 milliamp hour battery, whereas this one I think is 650 milliamp hour, so you'll be able to get usage out of this before you'll need to actually charge it up. Oh, and what I didn't look at is whether this snazzy little case that came with it, I believe only came with it because I was one of the first people to kind of order the X4. It took a few weeks to get here. I'm not sure they're sending a case with every new order now. So if you got in, you got in. But that's nice and neat, isn't it? Look at this. There we go. Magnet's really strong in there. It hasn't got like, you know, like with the Kindle case, you would do that and it would auto sleep the device. That hasn't done that, so you do need to turn it off. And do I turn it off by long pressing? There you go, shutting down, should I say. So that's the X4 Pro. Like I say, if you want to go more into the app and all that kind of stuff, it'll be a similar thing to this. Go and check out the video that I did on that. I'll put a link in the description. That'll be the end video on this one as well. Is the internet going to go bonkers for this? Has it already gone bonkers for this as well? Have you got one? What do you think? A lot of people are loving this because they can go out and about and read when they're at the bus stop, when they're waiting at the lights, I don't know, wherever you've got a few minutes spare, you just whip this out of your pocket and pop it in. Oh, I need to check whether this will work with MagSafe, so give me a second. All right, I've had to change cameras because I use this to record. So just to let you know, this really didn't want to fit on here. I tried it with the case on, the case off. The only way it would fit magnetically is if I did that, which obviously is not what you want. Didn't fit that way, didn't stick on that way, didn't stick on that way. X4 Pro. Oh, it fits just about. You can see there at the bottom. But it works. And if we can't do it the other way, no other way, it fits just like I wanted it to. So you could keep this attached to the back of your phone, and then whenever you want to have a quick 2-minute read, you just turn your phone over and there we go. Again, just to prove it, because I saw so many people saying that this worked. It really didn't. I even tried it with the ring on the back of here as well, and it just did the same thing. Works like that. Fine. But now the X4 Pro, it does actually work, and it's quite strong as well. Awesome, brilliant. Okay, so if you do want to go watch the video where I reviewed this and went to the app and what have you a little bit more, that is here. Go tap that video next. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And if you want to help the channel out a little bit more, you can go ahead and buy me a digital coffee. Link is in the description, or you can scan that QR code on the screen there. I'll see you guys in the next one.